a bit cold, but they love shallow water that's fresh water as well. So in the wild, you find them in places like ponds, rivers, streams, and lakes, where they can find food in and around the water. They're actually the smallest species of otter, so you won't find them in the ocean, just because the tides are too strong and they will wash away. I don't know what he's found there. I did throw a few fish heads, which isn't nice to look out, but yeah, lovely. Bit of fish head bobbing for them. So yeah, the second part of their name is short-clawed otter. They of course have short claws. So if you imagine on your hand, just below the fingernail, that's where their claw starts, and at the top of your finger, that's where their claw ends. So very short claws. Oh, that is disgusting. Lovely to see, isn't it? Yeah, so they're not very good hunters. In the wild, they spend all day hunting, and we feed them actually 4 times a day. So this is only the second feed of the day. As you can see, they get lots of exercise. On a good day, they go swimming, running around, flipping over these rocks, causing an absolute mess. It is really, really good for them. Oh, lovely. I'll have to wash his fish head. Woo! Hello. So yeah, they go for food that's really easy to catch in the wild, things like crabs, slugs, and snails. The fish that I give them today is called tilapia, so it's a very bony fish, really good for them. Some shrimps as well. So you do give them crabs, crayfish, lots of bony stuff, just because those bones and scales get in between their teeth and give their teeth a really good clean. So if anybody has a dog at home, it's just like giving them a dentist stick. It's very natural for them, and it saves me chasing them with the toothbrush because I think I might lose a finger if I tried that. I think she's taken her fish head to bed, which is just going to be a delight to clean in the morning. So yeah, obviously they're not doing a good case of showing it today, but they do go swimming from time to time. It's quite good to see because they actually have 2 layers of fur. So it's a short layer of fur on the bottom, a gap of air in between, and a long layer of fur on top. And that short layer of fur keeps them warm, long layer of fur keeps them dry. So I say it's just like wearing a jumper and then a raincoat on top. So on a day like today, when it's not quite the warmest, you might see it on him there actually, they can dry off really quickly and stay nice and warm. So if he jumps out, you might see a shorter layer of fur that's a bit lighter brown than that dark layer of fur on top there. As well, it's really, really cool. They actually have a valve in their ear, so as soon as they go into the water, their ears close up on their own, and it stops them getting distracted when they're in that water. So I wish I could do that, because I always get water in my ears when I go swimming. So it's just a little family of 3 here, as you can see. In the wild, you might find otter families as big as 20. So that's lots of eyes to look out for bigger things, lots of teeth as well to keep them nice and safe. Just because in the wild they are hunted by things like leopards, crocodiles, and snakes that might try to eat them. So as terrifying as they might seem, very aggressive animals, they do get hunted by other animals themselves. They stay nice and safe. I'm sure you can see them later on in their bed because they love to stay nice and warm underground. It's what we call a holt. So they do sleep in the sedge outside in summer as well. So if you have a look afterwards, you might see Mimi in her bed there. Mimi and Musa have had 9 babies in total. So they've gone to different wildlife parks, different centres and zoos to have babies of their own. So Mimi and Musa are actually great-grandparents, and I think that shows off their age a little bit. They've done really, really well for their species. They are retired now, no more babies for those, so just stay in their little family here. Which is always good because in the wild they're not doing too well at all. There's about 5,000 of these guys. That's things like farmers that pollute their water, flood their land for the rice. They're actually seen as a bit of a pest in the rice fields just because the farmers don't like them ripping up their plants. Can't blame them. You might see really cute videos on social media as well. People holding their hands, people having these guys in their gardens. As cute as they are, it's very unnatural for them. Just because you won't find these guys in a pet shop, they are being taken from one place, and that is the wild, especially when they're babies. So one thing I always say to take away today is don't have these guys as pets because they're very, very smelly, very fishy, and as I said, a few holes in your shoes. So I think a dog or a cat's a bit more suitable for you. Lovely. Yeah, any questions about the otters? No pressure if not. No, just good to see them. I normally would